What up, YouTube? It's your boy MC. I'm back. I'm working on the EF wagon again today, and I'm trying to just knock out a bunch of stuff. We got wheel bearings installing, the hubs, studs, suspension, more brake stuff. I mean, we're gonna keep on rolling with this. I probably won't finish it all today. I'll probably have to go to the store and get a couple things, but I'm back at the wagon. This thing is going to be awesome when we get done. I can't wait to see the actual finished product of it. I mean, new wheels, brakes, suspension. This thing is going to be revamped for sure. So stick with me. I'm going to teach y'all some things. Let's go. Let's get it. All right, so this is the DA front spindles that I had in the last episodes. These are the hubs that came out of it. I was going to reuse the hubs. I told you guys I was going to order some parts and all that, but I found out that these hubs you cannot get whatsoever for the DA Integra. Not OEM, obviously, but definitely not even aftermarket. You can't even get aftermarket hubs for these. Any other Integra, Civic, and everything, I found them, but not for the DA Integra. They must be, like I said, they're just obsolete. No one makes them. But so what I did, I got this. I was going to replace it because of the splines inside here were real rusted out, but I got it really cleaned up. I had to file it, and then I got an end of an axle, and I put the axle in there, and I just put it in and out and just got the grooves. I mean, the splines pretty good. So we're good there. I can reuse these. Those will go into the new bearings. This is the new bearing. I went with this brand here. Yeah, I was able to find wheel bearings for the DA. The DA front conversion. But so what I'll do here, I'll have to remove, this is the snap ring clip right here. I'll have to take this clip off, the snap ring out. And once you do that, we'll take this little dust shield off and we'll press out. I got to press out the old bearing. I got a press over there. I'm going to put it on. I'll show you guys. But we're going to press the old bearing out, and then, so this bearing, once you take the clip off, the bearing will be pressed out this way. And after the bearing is out, we'll press the new bearing in. And then once the new bearing is in, then you put the clip back on, and then you press this hub into the bearing, and we'll be completed with that. Then I can go put it on the car and start putting the calipers back on and stuff like that. But yeah, these are I put the extended studs on as well. So I got the extended studs on all four sides of the car now, so we're good. Well, this one flew off. Yeah, so these snap rings, they go in a certain way as well. So whichever way it came off, you want to put it on there. They're tapered a bit. So it kind of actually tapers down on the edges. So just remember which way the top was, so when you put it back on, it goes in the same way. So now I'll pop this little cover off here, and I'll go press these out. So we got this little shield off, little dust shield off. We got the snap ring off. So now we can press this bearing out of the hub and then press a new one back in. All right, so before I go over there to the press, I just want to show you how it'll be set up. So pretty much, I'll take this here, this adapter here. I'll set this down on top of it. So pretty much it'll be here. It'll be like this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set this down evenly. And then you take this, you're going to put that there. And then my press, I'm just going to press it down, and it'll push the bearing down. It'll push the bearing out. There won't be a bearing here. There won't be a bearing here anymore. I'll put this one here, and I'll show you how to press that down. So this is what it looks like with no bearing inside there. Bearing is pressed out. So what you want to do is just kind of wipe the area around it. Make sure you didn't get any, road grime or, metal shaving sitting inside here. But just wipe it down real good before you press the new bearing in. But yeah, so what we'll do now, we will press this bearing down inside there, and then we'll put the hub pressed down in there. So, gotta go back to the press now. So just to give you an idea how I'm gonna be pressing the new wheel bearing inside here, there's different ways you can do it, but this is how I do it. I'll put a bearing here. Well, I'll put the same size. It's a little bigger. So I'll put the same size adapter, same size diameter as the wheel bearing. I'll put that there on the base. And then what I'll do is I'll put this, you set it down. So you'll pretty much set it down like that. Okay, so you'll pretty much have it like that. And then what you'll do is you'll just get another, and then you'll push down. And what it'll do is it'll push down the whole hub, the whole spindle onto the bearing. And the reason why you have to put this there is because the bearing goes in a little bit further. So you'll have to have this under there. But yeah, that's what I'm about to do now on the press. Alright, so the new wheel bearing is in. So what I got to do now is just put the snap ring on this side, and then we'll press the hub onto here, and then everything will be complete again. So, but yeah, I went with this brand. And like I said, it says made in Japan. It says Koyo on it, so this is definitely good bearings. It's not any cheap ones like I saw a lot of other ones for sale. But yeah, this is good stuff. So should be good for a while. No roaring or anything like that. I don't know if these were roaring. We just customer bought these because we wanted to do the DA front brake conversion. But while we were so far into it, we might as well just put the new bearings in there. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot better. It's a good upgrade for sure. As far as brakes, now we got new bearings all the way around, front and rear. Yeah, what we'll do, we'll just squeeze the snap ring, we'll pop it in place, and then we'll press on the hub. So yeah, when you put the snap ring in, you just want to make sure that it goes in the grooves all the way. That way it doesn't pop out on you. Yeah. So now what we can do is we go to the press, and we can press this onto there. So. All right, so we got the wheel bearing on now. All right, so we got the hub on now. Smooth, smooth, smooth. So, new wheel bearings, hub in, new wheel studs on the hubs. Now I'll just do the other side, and then I'll mount these up on the car. Yes, sir. fresh wheel bearings. Both sides now. Yes, sir. So all I gotta do is just put these little dust shield little covers back in, and I can put these back on. I can put these on the car now. Like I said, these are the DA Integra front spindle conversion right here. So like I said, the EF ones are a lot thinner right here, and the hubs are different, and the brakes are a lot smaller. So this is definitely an upgrade. Got new bearings, new wheel studs. So the calipers I still got to paint before I put those on, but I can go ahead and at least put these on and get those painted up and continue going on with what we got going on as far as brakes, suspension upgrades on the EF wagon. So before I want to paint these calipers, I just sprayed them all down with some brake parts cleaner, and then I just buff them down a little bit with a wire wheel to get all that surface stuff off. And then I'll take them outside, I'll prime them, and then I'll paint them. I'm going to paint them silver. That way they just look kind of fresh and OEM looking. I don't really like painting, you know, like stock calipers red or nothing like that. But painting them silver always looks good and fresh. So, but yeah, I'm just going to buff them down. You see, I already did this one a little bit just to get it kind of a cleaner metal. And then I'll, prime it and then paint it. Yeah, I just hit all the parts with it. Yeah, so like I said, I just hit the wire wheel on here just to get all that surface stuff off. Like I said, these would be primed and painted and they'll look good. But yeah, I'm not like polishing it up, not trying to polish it with this or anything like that. I'm just getting all that, just that residue, just kind of like that road grime, brake dust, years of brake dust, and probably a little axle grease, or just whatever, just road grime, that type of stuff that gets caked up on calipers every now and then. This one was cleaner. I mean, this one was cleaner than this one. You can see that this one had a lot of, maybe a little brake fluid on it, seeping through right there. But yeah, once they're painted, they'll look fresh. So I'm gonna go ahead and paint these now, or get them prepped to paint it. I gotta tape off a little bit of stuff, but not much. I've already pushed in the caliper, the piston, and then I'm gonna leave this on there. That way I can just take this off because we got the new lines anyways for it. So. So these are the rear caliper setups right here. These are also off of an Acura Integra. So we got the left, we got the right. And I'm gonna just do the same thing. I've already sprayed these down with brake parts cleaner. But I'm just gonna buff them down with this wire wheel. And that way I can prime these and paint these as well, same color silver. So these came off of a 94 Acura Integra. But I believe the Acura Integra, even the all DCs are the same, sedan or coupe, as well as I think the DA is the same as well. Because I've swapped out DA caliper brackets before with a DC and it fit perfectly fine. So I believe the caliper should be the same. So. Yeah, so I just scuff it up. These were already painted, but I just scuff it up. And I'll blow it off again with my air gun just to get all the dust off. But I just want to get it just scuffed up a little bit. That way when I prime it, the paint sticks decently. So, yeah, that's why I do that there. It's just scuffed up barely. But yeah, this is how the calipers turned out that I painted. I think they turned out pretty good, actually. One thing, though, the rear, this one is good. But this one, the one that had a lot of paint on it, I should have stripped it all the way down and got the old paint. You can see it right there. But it won't look too bad once it's on the car and installed. These will just be looking nice and fresh silver behind the wheel. I mean, you might see the little imperfections, but that's my bad on that part, man. I should have stripped that all the way down. But they look 10 times better. This is definitely going to look really good behind the wheels. So... right, so here's a comparison. This is the DA Integra front spindle, and this is the EF one that I just took off. You can tell that the DA Integra is a lot beefier than the EF Civic one. And as far as the rotor and the caliper, they're bigger on the Integra as well. So this is an upgrade for sure. Before I put the spindle on, we do have brand new function informed coilovers. So I'm gonna take this coilover off as well and put the new one on, and then transfer it over, and then I can put the spindle on. What we have here is the function informed type 1 whole shot series coilovers. So pretty much what it is the spring rates are pretty stiff. It's for drag racing, but since this is a wagon, it's a lot heavier than a regular EF Civic, and we've got a pretty big swap in there, the H23. I think this will go very good actually with the stiff spring rates. Perfect for what he wants. He actually wants to hit corners and, you know, be nice and stiff and agile. Even though I know these are for drag racing, but these springs being pretty stiff, I think it'll be perfect for what he wants. But we got 14K in the front, which is pretty stiff, and then it is 18K in the rear. So these are very stiff. It came with those extra springs so you can change out the spring rate, but I think this will be fine right here. I don't want to mess up the preload that's from factory already, so I'm going to install these how they are and see how they perform. I think it'll be perfect though. Alright, so you know what I'm thinking? Thinking this needs to be coated like I did the rear. You know, get this nice black undercoated. What you think? Yeah, I think so too. Alright, so I'm gonna end this episode here because I tend to record a lot of stuff, and then when I start editing and putting all the videos together, it ends up being like an hour long. So I'm sorry for that, but it's content. You know, you guys are learning from it. You're seeing what, you know, the stuff I do, stuff I run into. But I'm gonna go to the parts store, get the undercoating spray to do the front fender wells before I put all the suspension stuff and brakes back on. But I'll end it here. I appreciate you guys for, you know, watching. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell, all that good stuff, and I'll be back working on this again on my next episode, getting this undercoated, putting all the brakes and all that stuff back on, and I'll put the new wheels on. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Love y'all. Peace.